Topic 6.1, differentiability implies continuity. Here is the definition sa differentiability. A function f is differentiable at a number c if ang f prime of c equals limit of f of the quantity c plus h minus f of c all over h as your h approaches to 0 exists. So, pasabot ana, sir. Ang pasabot lang ana, matawag nimong differentiable ang isa ka function at a certain number pag ang iyang derivative nag-exist. When can you say that the derivative exists? Derivative exists if the limit of this one exists. Kanus apog ka musulti nga limit exists. Balik ta sa limit. Limit exists if the left limit and the right limit are equal. So basically, matawag nimong differentiable ang isa ka function at c pag ang left limit ani and right limit ana equal. So may pasabutan na, differentiable siya kung ang limit, kung ang derivative exists. Derivative exists if the limit exists. The limit exists if ang left limit o right limit nag-exist. So, mo na'y pasabot. So, let's have an example. Consider the function f of x equals to square root of x, cube root of x. By definition, its derivative. Mo ni ang derivative niya, kung tanaw na to ang, kung gamit ang definition. Ayaw lang kayo mo kuan sa kakulba sa process. Actually, nga na yun ang process. Taas yun na. Kay by definition. But basically, ang atong main point lang ani karon is kung saan pagpakita nga differentiable siya. So, kung tanaw na to, mo ni ang definition sa derivative. So, gikuhaan niya, gigamitan niya process, taas yun na process. So, nakuha niya nga ang derivative niya is f prime of x. Ang derivative aning cube root of x is equivalent to 1 over 3 times the cube root of x squared. So, mao na iyahang derivative. So, what about, actually, wala pa ni value. Wala siya value kay equation pa lang man. Equation of the slope pa lang ni. So, mo na yung derivative. So, determine na to kung differentiable siya. Depende na po sa value sa x. Like for example sa kani. So, since given ta, kung this is f prime of x, if we are asked to solve for f prime of negative of 1, meaning derivative of f of x at 1, substitute lang tag 1. So, pipulihan nag 1 si x, dire mo nang na 1 squared ni. Yeah. So, 1 over 3 cube root of 1 squared. Then, simplifying that will be 1/3. Since naatay nakuha nga value, dili siya undefined, then we can conclude that f is differentiable at x equals to 1. Kay pag substitute man nimo dito sa iyang derivative og 1 na ay number nga nakuha, dili siya undefined. What about kung pangitaan tag f prime of 0, meaning derivative niya at x equals to 0. So i-substitute lang po nato, substituting 1 over 3 times the cube root of 0 squared. Naka-squared pa man diya. So that's 1 over 3 cube root of 0. And cube root of 0 is 0. So 3 times 0 is also 0. So that's 1 over 0. And 1 over 0 actually is undefined. Since undefined atong nakuan, then we can conclude that f is not differentiable at x equals to 0. Differentiable siya at 1 but not on 0. So that's differentiability. So magkaingon kag differentiable ang isa ka function kung pag-substitute nimo sa given x dili undefined. So that's differentiability. Let's have another example. In this example, this is continuous siya, but not differentiable. So, again, kung saan pagpakita nga continuous siya, una, mag-f of 1 man ta, di ba? Kay 1 man na itong quantity. So, f of 1 niya, since exactly equal to 1, dito ta mag-substitute. So, substituting, 2 times 1 plus 3, kaya nahimong 5. Then, kailangan nato kuhaon ang left limit o right limit. Again, ang question pa lang diri is continuity pa lang. So, solving for determining its continuity. So, una, first condition, nakuha na nato si f of 1. Second condition, kailangan nato ang left limit. So, for the left limit, 5x atong gamiton because pamaning left niya, less than 1 man. So, substituting 1, kaya nahimog 5. Then, right limit, derita kay greater than or equal to 1. Maning 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3. Substituting 1, that's 2 times 1 plus 3, which is equals to 5. Since ang left limit o right limit equal man, therefore, ang f of x is continuous. Okay. Na-check na nato yung continuity. What about its differentiability? Let's check ang ihang differentiability. Okay. So, to determine its differentiability, kailangan nato isolve ihang derivative. Since piecewise function siya, solve nato ang limit gyapon as h approaches to 0 from the left limit o ang right limit gyapon. Pero this time, kanina ang function. Kani. O kani. Sir, asa man agikan, sir? Ang ganina, bansina, ang ganina, pagpangita lang sa iyahang limit lang yun mismo, is kani atong gipanggamit. Asa na agikan, dira. Pero, pagpangita sa derivative, dito gihapon ta magbase, 5x gihapon, pero gamitan na nato atong definition sa derivative, which is kani. Di ba maumaning definition sa derivative katong f of x plus h minus f of x over h. So kaning f of x plus h mauning 5x plus h. Nga naman, kay ang atong given f of x is 5x man. Narao? 5x man na. So, pulihan nato ang x. Pulihan nato ang x o x plus h. So, mao nang nahimo kung pangitaon nimo si f of x plus h, mahimo na siya 5x plus h. So, morning na ay 5x plus h diha. Okay. And then, minus f of x maninara. Minus f of x. So, ang f of x na to is 5x. Morning na diha. Okay. And divided by h. So, again, dito siya gikan kani. Next, nganong na 5? Sige. So, solving that one, nganong na 5 siya, kung tanaw na to, by substitution, kanilang sa, focus lang sa tadya, kanang gibaksa na ko green, nahimo na siya 5x plus h minus 5x tama na over h. So, distributing this one, mahimo siya 5x, sunod, plus 5h minus 5x over h. 5x minus 5x, 5h na lang nabilin over h. Then, cancellation, ang nabilin ana, 5. Kaya 5 na. So, hopefully naka-follow. So, that's for the left derivative. Kanina, left limit o right limit. Karon ang kamangitaw na to, left derivative o right derivative. So, okay na ta diha. Next, let's proceed sa right derivative. Sa right derivative, kanina po diyahang formula. Asa man nagikan, sir? Again, dito na sa definition sa limit na, sa derivative nga, ang definition sa derivative is the limit of f of x plus h minus na dapat, f of x all over h as your h approaches to 0. Then, kailangan na to ang given. Ang f of x na to this time, from the right man ta. So, dito ta magbase sa given. So, asa man ang right dire, di ba kaning less than? So, diri ta magbase. Mao ni atong gamiton nga f of x. So, ang f of x na to sa right is 2x plus 3. Then, kailangan po nato si f of x plus h. So, sa pasabot ana, tanang x dire, pulihan lang nato og x plus h. So, kay 2x man na, himo na to 2 times x plus h. Tapos, copy lang si 3. So, mao na karon kung asa ni gikan ning naka-box. So, kaning 2, kani, mao na. Sunod, ang kani, 2x plus 3, mao po na. So, asa na gikan again? Kani ato ang formula. Okay, so nanatay, hingana. So, ang question na po, nganong na to? So, focus na po ta diha kay 2x plus h plus 3 minus the quantity of 2x plus 3 all over h. Solving that one, so napag-solve, distribute lang nato si 2. So, 2x plus 2h. Tapos napay plus 3. Tapos distribute na to ang negative. Negative 2x minus 3. Minus 3 again because negative times positive. All over h. So, simplifying, 2x o negative 2x makancel. Si 3 o sa negative 3 makancel. Ang nabilin, 2h na lang over h. Kaya nahimo siya 2. Mo nang na ay 2 na karon. So, I hope na ka-follow. So, since ang left derivative niya is 5, which is not equal to the right derivative niya nga 2, dili man sila equal, therefore, the derivative does not, ang derivative niya does not exist. So, kung derivative does not exist, meaning this is not differentiable, the function is not differentiable at x equals to 1. So, this is an illustration nga dili tanang continuous function differentiable. Kay kung tanaw na to, based sa given, continuous siya. But, dili siya differentiable. Hopefully nakuha siya. But, ang question is, ang kabaliktaran. We have a theorem that states if a function f is differentiable at a, then f is continuous at a. Meaning, kung ganina nga atong gipakita, kung continuous siya, dili pasabot, differentiable na siya dayon. Pero pag differentiable gani siya, automatic, continuous gud siya. So, mao na yung relationship karon sa differentiability ug continuity. Dili tanang continuous function differentiable. Pero tanang differentiable function continuous. Hopefully, nakuha. So, these are the remarks na kailangan nato hinumduman. First is, if A is continuous at x equals to A, it does not mean that f is differentiable at x equals to a. So motong ingon ako, dili tanang continuous differentiable dayon. Pwede differentiable pero pwede po dili. So letter B, if f is not continuous at x equals to a, then f is not differentiable at x equals to a. So kung continuous siya, pwede siya differentiable, pwede po dili. Pero kung dili siya continuous, automatic, dili na gid siya differentiable. So i-plaster na lang na sa inyong utok ng mga concept. Letter C, if f is not differentiable at x equals to a, it does not mean that f is not continuous at x equals to a. So pasabot ana, kung dili siya differentiable at a certain x na to, dili pasabot nga dili po siya continuous. Kung dili siya differentiable, pwede siya continuous, pwede po dili. Next, if f is not differentiable at x equals to a, again, a function f is not differentiable at x equals to a if one of the following is true. Dili differentiable kung isa ani naa sa isa ani. Okay. First is f is not continuous at x equals to a. So pag dili na continuous, dili na siya differentiable automatic. Then graph has a vertical tangent. Kung vertical tangent siya, dili siya differentiable. And graph has a cusp. Kaya recall mo ato, kung vertical ang iyang tangent or graph is naa sa corner or cusp, dili siya differentiable at that certain x. So these are mga concepts na kailangan ninyo i-plaster sa inyong utok. So mo ni mga relationships sa differentiability of continuity. Sige. Actually, that's all about differentiability and continuity. So thank you and see you next session.